Alright, here we go with lesson number 1. I did see your email about power chord stuff. So, first, third, and fourth. So think of it like you're doing a bar chord, but you just get rid of that middle finger and you don't bar. And that's all you got to do. Now, if, because you said you're more used to the cowboy chords and you want to just focus on the rhythm stuff, if you want to incorporate more of the cowboy chord stuff, let me know. Just let me know if you also could. Just let me know which ones you are most familiar with. Because if we start getting into like jazz chord territory, we certainly have a lot more options. So are you just referring to like a lot of open chords, things like that? Or is it also like bar chords? Maybe even throwing in some jazzy things as well? Let me know. Let me know. Or we could just stick with the power chords because, well, heck, that gives us all kinds of stuff to work with. So, we're starting off very basic, just like we talked about, and I want to see how accurate you can follow the metronome here, and how fast you can get while staying accurate. Now, this is one of the most important things. It has to be accurate. Okay. Now, like it says at the top of this page, work it up without the repeat first. How we're going to work it up. You're going to start at 60. Once you can play this whole thing, no mistakes. It's got to be a perfect take, meaning it has to be good enough that you would be proud to play it for somebody else, that it's good enough to be on your album. It has to be like you are recording, and you will be recording because, well, you're going to be recording your last practice session and sending it over to me. So that's what I mean by perfect. It's got to be good enough that you would be proud to have that on your record. Like, you played it so well. Like, yes, that is good. Nailed it. Go up to the next speed. We're going to go up in 5 beat per minute increments every single time, okay? So once you play this correctly at 60, then you go up to 65. And then once you play it just correctly one time, then go to 70. Just one and done. That's it. We don't want any repetitions to start with. We're going to just gradually get faster, faster, faster. Things to help keep you in line with the metronome. We don't want to anticipate the beat. We want to think like we're going to play a split second after the beat. So, try staying very laid back with it. Tap your foot with the metronome. Every metronome click, I want you tapping your foot. And I also want you to count out all 4 beats as you go. This is going to help establish a very good foundation for counting, understanding, feeling, hearing rhythm. So, counting 4 the whole time. I am going to demonstrate this at 4 different speeds. You do not have to play at all the different speeds. You definitely have to play at the first one, though. So follow along with me. And if you have Guitar Pro, I will be attaching the Guitar Pro file so you can practice along with that too. If you don't have Guitar Pro, highly recommend it because it is a tremendous practice tool. Tremendous. Because you get to hear the MIDI guitar play and you can set the tempo to whatever you want. So, anyway, I'm going to count off 4 beats so you know when I'm going to play. And with these power chords, and this might be extra challenging for you, what I'm about to say, since you're not used to doing so many of these. The big idea with using power chords is to keep the sound going as much as possible. So keeping the pressure down with your fret hand as you change chords is important. When you go to change chords, you want to sync up the chord change with the strum going down. So, in other words, when you go to change from this A5 to the G5, my left hand and right hand are going to move at the same time. So we're not doing this, picking up, moving, and then strumming. That's not what we want. So we want it smooth. Okay, so we can work on that if need be. And like I said, because you're used to the cowboy chord stuff, there is quite a bit of having to move your fingers just a little bit early to be in place. power chord is a bit different. Anyway, let's get going here. Remember, I'm going to play this at 4 different speeds, but I still want you to go up in 5s. The demonstration I do here is to show what it looks and sounds like at some different speeds. So if you don't get up as fast as I do here, that's fine. Stay in control, focus on accuracy. Accuracy is the most important thing. Here we go, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. 120. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. And a whopping 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, So at that pace, if that's too much to count out loud, that's fine. I was saying it, but very quietly. Also, foot tapping, I was tapping my foot on the first and third beats because that's pretty fast tapping right there. But try and keep the foot tapping and the counting out loud as long as possible. So, make this a mandatory thing for yourself. 60 up to 120 for counting out loud. I think it's a very good idea. Really, really helps train your ear, establishes that good rhythmic foundation and all that. So, that's the first week lesson here. So, what I want you to do for your video submission, just record your entire final practice session. And send it on in. I just remember I need to demonstrate one more thing. So, let's say you get to 150 as a max for your first day. So it says after you're reaching your max speed, drop it down 10 or 20 beats per minute. Like if you feel you can play this whole thing twice by only dropping it 10, do that. If dropping it 10 is still too much of a struggle, drop it another 10. So it says after you reached your max speed or reached about 15 to 20 minutes of working on this thing. So we don't want to have overkill on any of this stuff. So about 15 to 20 minutes for one thing is plenty. So after like 15 minutes go by, start adding in the repeat there. If you feel like you could continue to go faster, even though you reach 15 minutes, try just adding the repeat at that speed. But if you reach the max speed, definitely drop the speed down a little bit to make the repeat easier to handle. So this is what it would sound like. Again, so let's say you reached 150 as your max for the day, so drop it down to 140. How do you know you reached a max? If it takes about 2 or 3 minutes of really, really struggling to get it right, and you finally get it right after those 2-3 minutes, that's your max. That's your max. And we always need to end with a good take. Always have to end with a good take. So here it is at 140 with the repeat. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, questions come up, please let me know. And just a reminder, I'm going to get your video submission in no later than basically midnight on Wednesday. So, but 11:59 p.m. Wednesday. So this way, got plenty of time to work on everybody's stuff the next day. If you get it in sooner, perfect. That's always, that's always okay. But definitely give yourself as much time as you can in order to get as much practice in before you send it in. So just give yourself the best chance for success. So yeah, just get that practice session in. Last one done either Tuesday or Wednesday, and send her on over. And yeah, there we go. Lesson 1. I will see you in your next video.